educators, students, parents, and friends of public schools. We need to talk about standardized tests. I know that all of you agree with me that this past year of learning through COVID-19 has been the most difficult we've ever faced together. But we did what we always do. We rose to the challenge. Educators and families worked to create the best possible learning conditions we could for our students. In the middle of a pandemic, we know that nothing can replace in-person learning. It's why we've been pushing so hard for safety measures so we can be with our students. And now, just when safe in-person learning is becoming more and more a reality, with increased access to vaccines and more safety resources available from the American Rescue Plan, it looks like standardized state tests could threaten the precious instructional time we have been fighting for all these months. We need the U.S. Department of Education and states to grant relief from statewide standardized tests this year. The Department of Education says it's not inviting blanket waivers from tests during this pandemic. But you know what? Just because they didn't invite us doesn't mean we won't show up. Standardized tests have never been valid or reliable measures of what our students know and are able to do. And they are especially unreliable now. Some districts are asking students to come into buildings for the sole purpose of taking a standardized test. Some are going so far as to attempt to proctor exams virtually, risking our students' privacy. The time and money our schools are spending to make this all work is taking precious time and much needed resources away from creating the safe and just learning environments our students so need. And this is what we know. The data that comes back will be incomplete and deeply flawed, and it will be used in ways that are inappropriate and harmful. In one of the most stressful and traumatic educational years of our lives, why would we put our students and schools and educators through more stress for information we cannot use and for data that won't come back until long after the school year has ended? There is better data available to us, and we know how to get it. We need to use a combination of student and family surveys and local teacher-developed assessments so we can all better understand the impacts of COVID-19 on learning, all learning, academic, social, and emotional. We are using the collective power of our union to call on the Department of Education and state governments to waive all high-stakes standardized testing this year. And we need your help. Our strength is in our numbers, and we need every student, every family member, every educator, and every friend of public education to add their voice to ours and create a chorus of support so loud it cannot be ignored. To do that, I need you to join our campaign at NEA.org/time to learn. Thank you, NEA, and continue to stay safe.